The Super Mario movie is set to be released in the second quarter of 2023. As of now, we know nothing about this movie. Other than the voice actors that will be voicing the characters for each individual character, we truly don't know anything. So on October 6th, Nintendo will actually release the first Super Mario movie trailer that will debut on Nintendo Direct, Nintendo's YouTube channel. To tease that trailer release, they actually released a poster, which as you can see, is a very gorgeous poster, and there's a lot to digest here. As you can see at the very top, it says Nintendo Plus Illumination. I have to say, if Nintendo didn't brand that at the top and I just saw this picture, I would have honestly thought it was probably a new Mario game of some sort. But this is in fact for the movie, and there's a lot going on here as you could see. So let's go ahead and dissect this thing bit by bit. So first and foremost, as you could see here, Mario's outfit. I gotta say, one thing that I noticed about Mario compared to like other renders of Mario's from games is that Mario's hands look very small. Usually Mario has very big hands. Also take a look at his outfit, his overall. You can see the stitching on it. You could see like the individual hairs on his back. Like you can see it's like combed up, and then you could see on his hat the stitching all over. It looks very, very realistic. Over to the side here, you got a bunch of different Toads. So you have like this Traveler Toad is what it looks like. He's carrying some merchandise on his bag. You have this blue Toad. They all look beautiful. Very, very cute looking Toads. You have this green Toad, this purple Toad, and then this worried looking yellow Toad who is carrying some stuff. You also have these Bitty Buggies from Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World. You have a Cheep Cheep in a bag with this Toad smiling all creepily. I mean, he's probably just got a new pet fish, and the pet fish in the Mushroom Kingdom are obviously Cheep Cheep. You have this little stand here. It looks like a fruit stand. You see the turnips from Super Mario World, and then you have like the watermelons from Super Mario Sunshine, and then over here to the left you can see there's like an antiques shop, which is really cool. You see like the musical box from older Super Mario Bros games, the P block from older Super Mario Bros games. You have this barrel that looks like it has a bunch of hammers, like just the pixelated ones from also old school Mario games. You have a Yoshi egg, which it could be from like Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Story, in the background right there. And then over here it looks like you have a little bakery in the back. You can see like the croissant, the muffin. You have like a POW block, which is a POW barrel. It's a barrel with a POW block on it. This could be referenced to old school Donkey Kong, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. You have this little house over here. It's like a hut. You see two different types of fish, the spike fish and the Cheep Cheep. I'm not sure exactly what this could be. It could be like a pet shop or something. I don't know. Maybe this Toad's coming fresh out of there and he's going to get some turnips or watermelon before he heads home. Moving forward, as you can see, you have this beautiful landscape. And this is the Mushroom Kingdom. One thing that I think is really cool that I guess never really imagined is actually seeing these hills brought to life. If you look at the texture of the grass, it looks very realistic. These hills look exactly like the hills from the Mario games, and they actually place stuff on them. So if you were to look at this hill, for example, you could tell it's a really big hill, even though from a distance it looks small, because if you were to compare it to the size of this little Toad house right here, you'll see that this Toad house is a dual-story house, but yet this hill is so much bigger in comparison, with like these tall mushrooms that you would see in Mushroom Gorge. And then you have all these pipes, different colored pipes, which I'm assuming is going to be like how people transfer from one spot to the next in the Mushroom Kingdom. Obviously Mario revolves around pipes. The world revolves around pipes, and being able to travel through pipes quick to get to your destination sooner and faster. If you look further up, you'll see that there are these blocks. These blocks are actually from old school Mario games as well. I mean, they look a lot like the Super Mario 3D Land blocks that you see and 3D World blocks. And as you can see, those are pretty much everywhere in the hills. And then you have Peach's Castle smack dab in the middle. And when I first saw this, you know, it didn't look like any particular Peach's Castle from any particular Mario game, but it does resemble the Super Mario Odyssey Peach's Castle the most, if you were to ask me. So this is supposed to be Peach's Castle in the center stage of the Mushroom Kingdom on the biggest, highest hill is what it looks like. You even see more hills in the background. What's also really cool are the floating islands that actually surround the center stage of Mushroom Kingdom. I can't really make out who exactly, if that's a tree, if that's like an enemy or something, but you also have these platforms that revolve around these little islands. It looks like that could be a Luma or something. Up here, you see there's a floating question block, which is very common in all Mario games. Right here, you have this weird looking island. It looks like something almost from Cascade Kingdom, but what's even more surprising and cool is that you see what looks like to be a cannon, and this actually looks like the cannon from Super Mario 64. So Nintendo actually did a pretty good job catering towards all Mario fans. Like, rather than just making a whole new Mushroom Kingdom, they actually filled this particular Mushroom Kingdom, where the Mario movie will be set, with references from pretty much all the Mario games. They didn't shy away or stinge out on putting anything. Like, every Mario fan, I feel like, could get a reference or something from this poster alone. Whether you're new or old, there's something in here for you for sure. And overall, like I said, I'm very excited about this movie. I can't wait to see it, especially since it's Nintendo's first time doing something like this. So far, everything is looking good just from this picture alone. And we'll only be able to tell truly once the trailer is released and we look at that and analyze it. Yeah, I mean, I think I pointed out everything that I guess caught my attention so far in this. Look at that, you see a little toad just on the mushroom right there. Got all these little mushrooms, mushroom houses. I'm sure this is like where toads live. They probably just live up on the hills. It's really cool, man. It's really cool to see the world of Mario brought to life, because Nintendo is not consistent with making the Mushroom Kingdom the same in every game that they do. Every single time you see Peach's Castle in a Mario game, whether it's a 2D or 3D Mario game, it always looks different, and it's always in a different setting. Nintendo added elements from every single generation of Mario into this world, making it seem like Mario truly lived out those experiences that he's had in every single Mario game that he's ever been in. And you could see it pretty much all in this poster. So I'm looking forward very much to the trailer. Let me know if I missed anything or what you've noticed that I didn't point out in this video. I'd love to know. There's just so much to dissect here in this poster that, you know, I might have definitely missed a few things. But other than that, I'll see you guys this upcoming week for the Super Mario movie trailer.